Yo, what's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel. Emergency live stream on red days has to be done. Yeah, big up to everyone on the stream, nice and early. Yo, you got Kisei, Faisal, all good, brother. You got Caveman here, my brother. Yeah, it is a bloodbath, bro. We are definitely swimming in an opportunity, but there's bigger opportunities out there, you know, like this crypto business is weird. And unless you can stomach the weirdness of it and embrace it, very difficult to make money in this space. Absolutely. We love the red days. We love the red days, bro. Yo, Rafa in the building, my brother. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing very well, bro. Good to see you. And in this sea of red, all I can see is opportunities. We're gonna hopefully rotate out of some dead coins. And we're gonna buy strong narratives, strong coins, and of course, being 70% through the cycle allows us to be able to navigate the last 30%. You know, 20% bring 80% of your gains. That is so true. Crypto does nothing for a long time. And then when it finally moons, it changes your life. It's not about what happened last year. It's not about what the Fed is doing right now. It's all about your portfolio, what you're looking to hold, and what you're looking to trade. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about Bitcoin dominance, because Bitcoin dominance wants to do us dirty, guys. As a retail investor, this is the most important chart, in my opinion. And without this chart, you have absolutely no idea of what's going on in terms of the rotation, right? We had a breakdown of this ascending channel. We came all the way down. And of course, in the last few days, we had that manipulation. Bitcoin dominance wants to claim back this, you know, above 64%. Could he get a fat rejection? At the moment, on the hourly, it looks absolutely, it's steaming up towards the higher levels. And if we look at Bitcoin dominance on top of this red line, you can clearly see that it's using that 200-day moving average as a potential support. But could we break that and come all the way crashing down? We don't really see a true alt season until we start to come to lower levels. You know, lower levels are, and again, you know, I pointed out in my video today, you had this weird feeling on Saturday night and Sunday, right? See this green box here, right? So I was really watching this on behalf of the community. And what happened on Saturday night was exactly what alt season is all about. So Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin price was either going sideways or shooting up. But Bitcoin dominance for a period of about 8 to 12 hours came all the way down. And as a result, we saw what happened with altcoins. Okay. Now, I'll be honest with you, the opportunities in the market are still there. You know, we need to grind towards, you know, we need to be careful of stagflation, which is what Jerome Powell was warning us about, but that's not going to come anytime soon. And I've been saying in the dip, you know, at the depths of the red, if you're not really looking to buy at those levels, and we still have an opportunity. Crypto is being so manipulated that it just wants to make us rich. But this period here was an indication on Saturday night to Sunday afternoon, Dubai time. We had this massive Bitcoin dominance drop. Not that huge compared to what Bitcoin dominance drops look like. You know, that's what we need right here. Right? That's what we need. That's basically alt season for you. And absolutely staggering the number of influencers who basically talk about shit coins without any understanding of what this chart or the implications of this chart, right? So if you look at this period here, in the last cycle, we had an absolute bonanza because the rotation from October was just unbelievable, right? It's right there. Now, you're not going to see anything of that significance, right? Until, of course, you go back to 2017. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this live stream, apart from obviously giving the community an opportunity to look at their bags, to look at their favorite altcoins, was the lack of understanding for Bitcoin dominance. 2017, 2021, monumental drops in Bitcoin's dominance. This is why this chart is never going to let you down. So when you keep saying when alt season, we are looking for periods of sustained Bitcoin dominance. I guarantee you make crazy money. You will make unbelievable amounts of money if you understand this rotation. So what else is another example? Well, we did have, okay, so if you look how tiny it compares, right? So I'm going to show you something here. Look how tiny it compares. That crazy run that we had in the announcement of Trump. Look how it pales to a true alt season, right? So when you talk about the altcoin index, I mean, look at this. This is what we want. And this is what we got. In a period of maybe the last 3 years, this is what we've been saying. You know, people have been showing off their portfolios saying, oh, we've done unbelievably well. But if you really, really look at altcoins performance versus Bitcoin, you know, it's been nothing, right? So this has been a very, very strong Bitcoin season with microscopic, tiny, absolutely teeny weeny gains for altcoins. Yeah, fair enough that, you know, that particular altcoin does a 10, 15, 20x. Okay, but across the board, can we have an alt season of epic proportions similar to 2017 here, as you can see, and 2021? And this one was absolutely, you know, that drop there was beautiful. Okay, this was really, really nice. You have significant number of candles there. And if I just change it to the monthly, it gives you even more of a clear look, right? So huge alt season, 2017, 2021. Yes. So how many months was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, 6, 7. You could probably say out of that, realistically, maybe 90 days of it was incredibly mental. So that's something to, honestly, that is something for you to consider, knowing this chart inside out. And luckily, I've been sharing all of this macro data with the DXB community, right? And look at that. You know, this is the red candle we had. It was just 1 month of red for Bitcoin dominance. Otherwise, nothing. That's the anomaly. But once we start seeing 1, 2, 3, I mean, that would be the signal to get out of this market. And for me anyway, until we break this level here, this green box, alt season could stay on ice. But there are lots of good things, good pointers happening. Fed came out today. They said they're going to help the markets and the banks. And we might start seeing things roll in our favor very, very quickly. So, yeah, it is the best time right now to take interest. I'll probably say out of the last few years to take interest in your portfolio and honestly look at how you're gonna how you are going to make these millions. Guys, it is possible. 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever your dream is, you can actually manifest it. But it doesn't happen with just looking at things blindly. We've learned our fair share of we've done our fair share of mistakes. We've learned from them. And of course, over the last few months, we've had generational buy opportunities. But I don't want to put you down. If you have capital to deploy on these red days, then things are looking good for you. Okay. Other things here, total free. Yeah, total three looking, holding at 880 billion. Interesting one that I did actually share again with the VIP group earlier in the week is this total crypto market cap, which has now done 3 trend line touches, and every time it just spikes up. Boom. You had this one here around that 970 billion. Then, of course, this one kind of bottomed over here about 1.6, 1.7 trillion. And then the last one we had was around here, and that was about that 2 trillion. The low was, 2.3 trillion. We spiked off, had a bit of a cool off, but typically that is a bullish pattern. Now, where could this go? I mean, again, this has the capacity to run really, really hard. Okay. So yeah, that's what's been happening. And then of course, the hottest token that we have right now in a market that's absolutely red is this little play that we've been in. The community's been in this from day one, really. For those of you, congratulations. I mean, in fact, I think everyone is significantly up on this. And of course, there's those that say, but look, that market cap is about to enter price discovery, right? And I'm so happy that I gave this call early. I'm active in the community. I'm active in their Discord. I bought all of it with my own money, right? We got a few, there's one on base, got nothing against them, but it is absolutely fake. I genuinely believe, and I'm not just saying this, hyping this, everybody in the community who holds one of these is up quite nicely. There's one of my brothers who said to me today that his Cockaro bag has overtaken his Bitensa Tau bag. Now, 20 million, 18 million, this is absolutely nothing. If you've seen snippets of their Discord, and I encourage you, this is not a DXB shield. This is DXB's way of thanking the community and giving them another low fee. The only difference here is because Ethereum, right, today they got a donation from HTX, and I have actually found the wallet from Gate.io that has been buying, right? This is Gate.io's wallet, and they hold 2 tokens. This is a fresh wallet here. And look at this. They're just buying 12 million, 58 million, 59 million. And just so some of you who don't actually know what this is, this wallet was funded by none other than Gate.io, right? 56 minutes ago, they've been buying now for a good while, right? And of course, they're holding some Ethereum in there, but they've been accumulating massive amount of Cockaro token. To be precise here, 1.6 billion. And I think they'll continue to do that, right? It's all on chain, guys. Look, don't take my word for it. As a Gate.io funded wallet, and they just keep buying. They keep buying this token, right? And I think, look, rightly so. I mean, in my opinion, a lot of it is to do with the fact that this particular token comes in a niche narrative. Earlier on today, they had an exchange, which is a minor small exchange. But I think what's happening here is the Shiba Inu community have fully embraced this meme coin. And one of the reasons why I'm actually extra bullish on it is because I understand the power of SHIB and what SHIB actually means. Doge, SHIB, Pepe, Nero, to that effect. These normally go into the billions. Now, of course, you might say, "Oh, well, dog tokens haven't run yet." Trust me, they will absolutely run, and I think even more so, the team here is absolutely insane. I mean, look at this.
You're cute. Let's take a photo of you.
It's incredible.
Hello there.
After the passing of Doge, you now have obviously this narrative where Nero gets a new sister. Listen, it's totally up to you. Again, it's a meme coin. You got to do your own research, but I do really feel like at some stage this should be 100 million to about $1 billion meme coin. Now at the moment, volume is tiny, still not on a lot of exchanges. That's why you're super early, and the chart has just been going to the right. So that's the latest on Cockaro. Exchanges are buying it. Gate.io is buying it. I think HTX made a donation. Check out their Discord. You would absolutely be blown away. And then in terms of the other cryptocurrencies, guys, today, let me just kill that. Right. So the market is at basically 3.4 trillion. Trading volume is down a little bit. And then you got stuff pumping out randomly. You got Collat, which I think I've I announced that at a micro cap sub 10 million market cap, and Kita. Collat is up 50%, got listing, and Kita is up 29%. But anyway, you don't really need to FOMO into anything. This is what's happening right now. Bitcoin at 105, ETH at 2,500, and then you got the top 100 here, of course. Casper, Sui, the ones I hold anyway. Pepe here, Tau at $400. Neo Protocol made a remarkable run from $1.78 all the way to $3 and now back to $2.70. Ondo still below $1. I think that's a potential 10x flip, 5 to 10x. Then you got Casper at 1081. Now, what we want is Casper to stay above 10 cents, right? Ideally, 11 would be perfect, but Casper will be able to do that, I think. Casper is faster than the internet, basically. But what it really needs now is smart contracts and native dApps. So, could you see $1 for Casper at 10x here? The market cap will be fairly small at a reasonable, at 2.8 billion right now. Casper could do 50 to about 100 billion, right? Without overly going insane. I think that is a realistic target for Casper. Sui is big enough now, right? You will find Sui bigger than Chainlink, right? At $12 billion market cap now. What is wrong with Siri, bruv? I'm not talking to you. Yeah, Sui is at 381, right? So you've got to be, some people are looking for a 20x. I'm telling you, if you value this in relationship to the likes of Sol, because for me anyway, technology-wise, and this is going to sound funny to people, but there is no better tech in crypto than Sui. There's none. If you've ever sent a transaction to an exchange, let's be honest, majority of our crypto movement is peer-to-peer, right? Frictionless payments. Now, of course, with the speed and the Move programming language, Sui could be used for many other things. I think Sui is way undervalued for things like AI. They got Walrus as a DEPIN project. But when you think about Sui, you've got to look at, so Sol is at 85 billion, a giant. And then obviously you've got the likes of Dogecoin, 60 billion, 30 billion, sorry. You've got, that's it. I mean, BNB here, 94 billion, even bigger than Solana, but they will always prompt that one up. So what I'm noticing with a lot of the Sui holders is they are right to expect prices to maybe go to $20, right? 30, I've even heard 50. But you have to kind of look at the market cap. Fully diluted now is 38 billion. So don't get stung, is what I'm saying. From our entry or our average buy of 72 cents, we will do at $7.20, we will do a 10x, right? Double that, and you got yourself a 20x at $14, $15. That's a good level to seriously think about what you want to do with your Sui bag. Again, it's one that I can hold for many, many years. I could buy in the next bear market. I am actually putting some money to the side already because at the DXB community, we've got a bear market hit list, right? Bear market hit list. And that's what we're going to do. We are going to buy those tokens because I do believe the likes of Sui, Casper, Tau, potentially, the likes of these will be generational coins where you could actually hold for many years. Like Tau is actually going to take on a lot of the Web2 AI plays that we know of, like your ChatGPTs and all of that. So the value here is minuscule, but be careful how you treat your Sui bag and don't get left behind in holding the bag because the truth is, if you're sticking around for $50, then you're definitely gonna get burned. Now, look at these good prices. So Walrus, okay, was at $800 million market cap. Again, we were making this debate between Walrus and Arweave. Arweave is dedicated to its craft, sub 400 million, fully diluted, amazing tokenomics, amazing founder, but you just have to hold it longer before it catches fire. Whereas Walrus has the Sui win behind it, but with worse tokenomics. Cetus, 20 cents, goodbye, 5% off. I mean, initial first buy for Cetus was around that 4.5 cents mark. Since then, we bought a lot more under 10 cents. So it really depends on how you value and what you want to compare it to. Okay. And then, of course, this week we saw the launch of RWA DEPIN protocol, and this debuted at Mexi. Now, it's really strange tokenomics. Very, very strange tokenomics. 160K market cap, fully circulating 2.1 million. And this is an RWA DEPIN play on the Sui network. It's a micro cap. And it came actually, it got listings straight away. It is actually on two chains, Ethereum and, of course, Sui. Okay. Just kill some programs here. All right, I think we're good. All right, let's continue. So there are some new projects on the Sui network. One of these is RWA DEPIN, way too small right now. But there's plenty of 100x, 20x opportunities in this Sui ecosystem, for sure. I mean, look at Lofi now. It's still sitting at what, $68 million in market cap. Navi Protocol, 38 million. Sui Len. And all of these have heavy TVLs. The one that didn't really explode yet is Bluefin. May offer opportunities there. And then, of course, you got Scallop, which has over 150 million in TVL and only $16 million market cap. Okay. So I will, there's other projects there. I will bring you those projects as well. Patriot holds 2 tokens. Bro said something is dead. Married to that bag for years. Q3 AI, and of course the Cockaro token. Let's have a look and see if this is on. I'll probably find this on Deck Screener. I'll look into that one for you, bro. We'll talk about that one. Crypto Live said, what's the best altcoin portfolio for someone who wants to take high risk? Only DGen plays. Okay. Wow. Yeah, you could actually do that through some of the Sui projects that we spoke about. But what do you mean? I mean, how low is the low market cap? Because there is, there's a level of risk you've got to be willing to take. If I was actually putting together a low cap portfolio, for some people, CETUS is low cap enough. But if you want to go sub 20 million, which is the micro cap territory, then I'll pick up a couple of Sui projects, Blue Move, Turbo's Finance, potentially Sui Pad. Then I'd pick up some Cockaro, just under $20 million market cap for my meme coin, and going heavy into those. Pratik said, look at Clanker and Scion, huge potential. Let's have a look at these two. Clan was the Clanker. Chart's doing very well. Fully diluted, very good volume. On the base network, and of course, we don't know what the website is, so we'll have a look at that. But typically, anyway, you always come up with decent projects, bro. This is an agent. What is this? Looks like an agent's launch pad. Let's have a look at the document, see what this is all about. Is it built on virtuals? Smart contract creation token marketplace. Okay. So basically, deploys ERC20s on base in few ways. Forecaster, users use Clanker.well, fronted interface. Pretty good utility. Good tokenomics as well. Yeah, you could just generate a bunch of coins on it, and then of course go to the to deploy that. So it should technically give you a chart, basically like a pump.fund, but on base, similar to virtuals. And the 1 million supply is fully circulating and very good volume as well. So let's see what exchanges this is on. Yeah, this is actually on Coinbase as well. Decent. Very decent. Yeah, good shout, bro. So yeah, you see this, you do pick up a lot of gems from obviously community members like Pratik here, dropping this one. Let's see how many holders they have. The fact that it's actually listed on Coinbase is pretty bullish. Wow. Very good amount of holders as well. That is a huge number of holders. So you can see here anyway, historically, the prices haven't actually been way more different than what they are. So it's pretty early. But it'd be interesting to see if they've obviously got utility, not utility, sorry, if they've actually got some kind of longevity here. Because historically, these 1 million supply tokens, I mean, I love the volume, and I love the fact that it's on base, and the fact that it's fully diluted. So yeah, very good shout. This one is an interesting one to actually watch and see what happens. But obviously, it went from all-time low back in November of 65 cents and has already done its 50x returns, which is remarkable, really, when you look at something like this. So that's the one. And the other one is Zion. Again, on a good exchange. You always give me stuff on good exchanges because I can see the volume here is pretty decent. HTX Global, and it's doing $6 million of volume from HTX. And I don't even know what this is. The chart just looks a little bit more different. Again, it's on base. But the first one, I think, was a pretty good comparison, really. First walletless blockchain. It's actually not even agents. Mainstream adoption. First walletless. Okay. Okay, so making crypto complexities disappear. Who's actually behind these guys? They're actually built on base as well. Crossbridge, XLR, Circle, checkout.com, Subquery. So they've got good industry partners. Probably a good idea to visit that Discord as well. Was the circulating? Yeah, 200 million, and you've got 34 million circulating, just under 34 million. Yeah, good shout, bro. Not too bad at all. Walletless, basically walletless blockchain. Big backers raised 36 million for multi-chain, Circle, Hashkey, Mechanism, Spartan, and more. Yeah, they got very good backers as well. And let's give them a follow here. And see Wagwan moving forward. But yeah, good shout. Again, it's always good to do due diligence. Never jump into these projects. But so far, you've come up with 2 bangers. Nice one, brother. Looking for a good 1 to 10 million tokens. I think in the trenches that is possible for sure. Guys, I need to eliminate the bots. So let me know if you can give me some likes. There's 64 of you on YouTube here. And subscribe to the channel as well. Well, my brother Ram, great to see you from India. Got James here. The market's not running for at least a week. Yeah, this week is going to be fake Sunday pump. Absolutely, bro. I've looked into mode, brother. Layer 2, of course. I did do a buy alert pretty early, and I think it was pumped very heavily by one of the big YouTubers. Mode as an L2. I think the time to catch the mode fire, unless it's done a huge retrace. I haven't seen this for months. Yeah, you see. So I shared this as a buy alert last year, and it really ripped. Market cap went all the way to over 100 million. But this has absolutely been decimated. Having said that, there is a lot of volume in there. Still $4.7 million in volume and $10 million circulating market cap. So I can't remember whether they did a bunch of unlocks in that time, which obviously would suggest the VCs have kind of dumped it. But it's on good exchanges, and again, it's kind of come back to a place where I did my first buy alert. So yeah. Again, it's one of these, it does have decent volume. Not Zion, mode. Yeah, this fake Sunday pump got everyone trapped, bro. Good evening, bro. Patty in the building. Shout out to the big man there. Bro, got in at 16 mil. Vince, yeah, you're up nicely, bro. Buying something now. Thanks, bro. Yeah, it's honestly on a pullback, get a little bag, bro, because again, that kind of narrative and the community is pretty serious. Like literally their Discord is probably one of the best that I've been in. Telegram, sorry. It is insane. Bafana, peace and love from the land of the meat. South African, my brother. Hope you're well. I slipped my based AI, 80% losses. Absolutely. You think based AI will ever recover to the previous levels? It's really hard to say, man. The team is shit. The community is good, pretty good. There's obviously good people in there. I know a few of the top community holders who haven't sold any, right? But we did that comparison in the Discord where if you're down, say 5 to 7x on a coin, recovery will be like 5 to 7x for an average of $3. Let's say from 50 cents where it is today. Still holding my bag, and I'm still at losses. Brought the average down to a point where I was like, not anymore. Not gonna put anything else in there until they earn their money. Now, to be fair, micro caps can come out of the woods and they can explode. Once ETH has to get above 3K for the market to be healthy again, or even above ATH. I think altcoins will seriously then have a very decent share of the market. So you've got to really kind of like assess what you want to do in the long term. Do you want to hold? I mean, I will update you in the Discord anyway if there's any movement from it. So we can have that chat in the Discord for sure. But I will definitely consider my options. SLC looks like it's going to explode. Let's have a look at that one for you. It's already up 40%. $2 million. So tokens are not out. What is this? Let's have a look. Mexit Gate, KuCoin. So decent exchanges. Is this a migration or something? No. It's a DEPIN project. Measure noise levels, get rewarded. It's funny, DEPIN has not. Peak, Natix announced a huge partnership with the Singapore-based company, which is the Uber equivalent, and that really didn't move the needle at all. So if you look at Helium, Peak, a lot of the DEPIN projects, they've not really run. And they will run with AI, of course. Aether as well. We talked about Aether yesterday in the Discord on one of my posts. But I'm looking at the partnered with the best, AWS, Demo, which is a DEPIN project, NordVPN or NordPass. It's really hard to say with these micro caps. But yeah, good shout because it is a low market cap, 40% up. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, I wouldn't just randomly throw money into it. I didn't get in till 10 mil. That's very early, bro. My brother, appreciation. Thank you so much. Is Ski good coin on base? Ski, what's that? A ski mask? Sorry, SKI. Yeah, ski mask dog. Yeah, it's decent, but it's run again. It's one of these that just I think it will do well. It will do well. It's a funny meme, but 90 million probably not where I want to be placing bets right now. At 90 mil, I want to do at least 10x from the lows. So if it was like sub 20 million, yeah, but I can't really see this outperforming the likes of the big ones. Even though it's at 90 million, very good meme coin. It's had an amazing run. Really, I mean, it was listed on Coinbase, I believe. Or maybe not. Let me see if it's listed. It still hasn't got listed on Coinbase, but it's done really well. So it's a good meme. It just depends on how much you want to, how much returns you're looking from your meme coin. But yeah, good shout. Why are people sleeping on AI tech? T13, did you just see NVIDIA and AOK partner with the UAE to create the largest data center, let alone AI techs? Yeah. So T13, I don't think anyone in this community is sleeping on AI tech. I think we kept the torch burning when many others abandoned AI tech. In fact, I did several videos at these lows. I did videos here. $29 million market cap. It's over, it went over 100 million. It's now, 108, whatever, 102. So, yeah, no one's sleeping on this. I think the thing with AI tech, you could see the recovery it's made in terms of its market cap. But the picture is still very much one of opportunity. I think it should pump, at least to above $1. And a Binance listing will help them do that. 6 cents to 60 cents. You're looking for your 10x, and then you're good to go. $1 billion. Yeah, it's a good project. It's a really, really good project. I mean, I've done more videos down here at these lows for AI tech than any other time. Because I felt like, when it, especially that little dip below 2 cents, it was a generational buy. And again, my average was about 4 cents, and then it went up to 8 cents, brought it down, got a nice little bag, and kept it moving. So that's staying locked in. And like you said, with the information coming out, data centers, and they did say what they were going to do, and they delivered it. So yeah. Bro said, let alone AI Tech just announced 1 week ago. Yeah, very good. That's going to be bullish. TARS AI, I did put in one call for TARS AI at the absolute depths of the, and you can check that in our Discord. It was at the lowest it was, and then it dumped again, and it really, it's not really one that I've backed from the beginning. but it's done very well. It did 5x or something very shortly for some of the community members who held it, bought it, which is pretty good. You know what? I did actually reach out to them on X several times for an AMA, and I think an AI Tech DXB AMA is overdue. All you got to do is just simply put AI Tech into YouTube. You'll find some of my videos, but they've not been responsive. Big up to Cliff, my brother from Dynex. He tried to get us talking in Discord or Telegram a while ago. But AI Tech, if you're listening, we invite you to the platform. We want to know what your plans are. We want to know what your direction is. I think no project is too big to do an AMA with a small channel like us, because we are an organic community. So if you're watching, I'm in Dubai, Abu Dhabi all the time. We can come to your office and do a piece. We can do it live on the channel. So yeah, come and talk to the community, guys. Big market cap are thinking of buying Aether. Well, it's funny you say that, because Patu, I did post an undervalued list of tokens in the Discord, brother. Sorry, Aether. And what I've noticed is relatively big market cap, because the checker nodes have been hampering with some inflation. But again, it's kind of come off this, just under 3 cents. 2,269, and it has kind of doubled, but still, in my opinion, this should be a multi-billion-dollar project, right? Fully diluted 2 billion, circulating. Again, the volume is healthy, but Aether kind of spread like it's almost like not knowing what Aether does. Aether generates a lot of revenue, and in my opinion, at some point, it will catch fire. But so far, the token unlocks don't come into real impact. Of course, the checker node inflation, that's always been a problem. But I do believe this is one you need to get rid of around just before Christmas, like November time, anything like October 2025. And that's always been the plan, because there are several large unlocks there. Hadil on Sui. Yeah, it's very good, bro. I was asked this on the previous live stream. Let's see, how do you spell it again? Hadil. Protocol on Sui. So these projects are, yeah, this is the one on Sui, yeah. Not bad at all. Why doesn't it show its TVL? Fully diluted 128, $25 million market cap. And the volume is all you need to know, right? 64 mil. Now, this was, I think, recently listed on the Binance Alpha. And it's doing a lot of that volume from the likes of Bybit, which is not bad at all. But yeah, I do like it. Peter, hope you're well. Try IBR or ATM. Their reward tokens that lock liquidity, and these bound to pump for sure. Are these the tickets, bro? Let me know. I'll check those. Yeah, if you consider Reploy as a DGen play. Now, Reploy's come back, props to Reploy. Stephen, hope you're well. Good day to you, brother. What do you think of Kai Network? I think I had a lot of opinions about Kai Network. So there was Casper Kai, and Alf, and Kai Network, which really focuses on, their main kind of they want to be as big as MasterCard. Now, if you look at if you look at this nice little pump here, I believe this was on the back of a promotional video from one of the big YouTubers. But as a project, I mean, I found it. I was farming the airdrop with Muzz. That didn't actually work out because after a while, you couldn't get the testnet tokens. $42 million is not bad for an ambitious layer one with one of the most stunning websites you're likely to see in crypto. So yeah, I do like Kai Network. I think some of the partnerships that they were able to do in order to pump this project are quite impressive. So, for example, they market this. They go to the likes of Altcoin Daily, and I forgot the name of that English guy that got hacked. Peter. Yeah, I forgot. Anyway, they do go and market this, which is good. If you're starting to see a project on the likes of Altcoin Daily, I think eventually, they bring enough attention to the project. So not all of these shillers are actually a bad thing. You need community. So is it undervalued? Below 100 million? Absolutely. Because you have to remember, when money comes back into the system, 100 million is nothing. That's a small cap. Micro cap is below 20 million in my personal classification. A mid cap would be anything under 500 million. Then you start to get towards 500 plus, over $1 billion. And that's how you got to look at this. There is no trading volume because of I think they've got better exchanges than. No, they don't have a Bybit. So what they need is a KuCoin, a Bybit, and then they need to get onto the OKXs of this world. And then after that, of course, okxcrypto.com. And that's the right way to go about things. But right now, Mexi, Gate.io, Gate is solid. Gate is massive in the East. In China, it's absolutely humongous. And Mexi is decent as well. But through Gate.io, the order book is incredibly thin. You could sell $600 and impact the price by 2% drop. That's very, very small. So if they want to take on MasterCard, they really need to get the listings. Bro said Hippo. One thing I'll give Hippo. Hippo has the largest volume of any of the Sui meme coins. The volume here never drops below $30 million. You're just thinking, who's trading it, man? Like, it's insane. $30 million market cap. Hippo's meant to be actually pretty big. But look at the 24-hour trading volume, 40 million. I mean, again, because they've got the likes of HTX, that's why Cockaro being kind of associated right now with HTX is incredibly bullish. But these guys don't mess about, man. They do volume. They do volume. But look at the list of, they pulling in 18 million from BitGet, 10 million from HTX, 2 million or 3 million nearly, and 4 million from LBank. So yeah, Sudank has got a really, really good, healthy, it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Cockaro, the Coco to the moon, bro. How you doing, bro? Sunny Yorkshire. Yorkshire is wonderful in the summer months, man. What a place. Crypto Gains talked about Mode and said he puts 170,000 into it like 6 months ago. Well, nice one, Steve. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I knew it was Crypto Gains. Who else was it? And a few others who really talked about that. But why would you want to buy a layer 2 anyway? Not financial advice. I agree with you, Patu. Unless you want to look for the next pump. Are you in Sui Trump? Not yet. base dev working hard. You know what? Actually, Sui Pepe did absolutely shit last time. So have a look at Sui Trump. 600K market cap, decent volume. Yeah, I'm not in this yet. It's up 50% today. Big spike. Somebody obviously bought a nice little chunk. But yeah, good shout. It's I've seen it before. Yeah, it's huge. This has been pushed. So the creator of Suidex, funny guy, actually, quite a cool guy. A teacher that just does degen stuff. So yeah, that dev is, yeah, I know who you're talking about, the American guy. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. And it's small enough anyway. You know, I haven't bought this at all. For obvious reasons. It's but yeah, maybe let it cool down. But I do like the dev. He's one of the more, nicer guys in the industry. He did ordinals before. He's quite original in his ideas. Bro said, do you still believe or have any hopes for based AI or Dynex? Well, look, the thing about quantum computing is it's topical. And at least there's a team that's willing to do AMAs. We had Cliff here countless times. So on that metric, they're way better than the other team who hardly talk to anyone. So yeah, I mean, at the moment it is tough for these micro caps, but to be honest with you, it really is. Based AI make it very tough. And I wonder if that Carol Chasse is still in the project. But the community, like I said, I've got friends in the community and they're pretty decent. Alt season in July, do I see, and then buy back when it does. Pretty good. Analysis you got there. Why? Because M2 kind of flattens in August. End of July, August, it kind of flattens a little bit. So we could get an opportunity if we see Bitcoin dominance drop. You could already see this, crypto total market cap is sitting at 3.28 trillion, with quantitative easing happening. My earlier video today, the Fed is quietly buying billions in bonds because the bonds market is in trouble. And again, some of this information is not really all true because the media will try and sensationalize it. Some of them are matured yields. But I genuinely believe we could see, if we get a pump, that pump could be nice enough for us to at least take some off the table. That's what I'm hoping for. And then when it dips again, you come back and you stack up some more. So this was the big news today. This was the big event that was taking over everyone's lives. And of course, it is not always the way it works. We get fed the news and they do something completely different. But I am hoping for a pump. If Bitcoin goes into price discovery, guys, you have to understand, we could see that scenario that we talked about earlier, where the dominance actually just drops and Bitcoin chops sideways and upwards, and it doesn't really impact the alts at all because that rotation will happen inevitably. So unfortunately, we are dictated to, as much as the Fed will talk and pivot and there's macro and tariffs and whatever, There's only one chart you need in crypto, and without a fail, every time there's a pump, this chart is the one. Like, retail is funny sometimes. They're gathering all this, consuming all this information, but the one chart that is an absolute never fails. Alt season after alt season, Bitcoin season after Bitcoin season. Any weakening of this is just a rip up for us. So until this turns, we're gonna be chilling. DAI, yeah, I don't, you know my feelings about that. I don't hold it anymore. I'm not gonna shit on it, but I don't hold it anymore. But it did do a very lovely move from kind of like 2 cents, 4 cents to about over 10 cents. So yeah, good life in that. What are your undervalued altcoins? Yeah, I got a list of undervalued altcoins at different market caps as well. Let me just bring my crypto gaming is undervalued. So if you want to start with a large cap, I believe both Beam and Echelon Prime are incredibly undervalued. I believe Zentry in gaming is also undervalued because the treasury is way larger than the market cap, right? They've got money for days, same as Beam. In layer ones, I still believe Say is pretty small. And if you want to go maybe all the way to a one that we were talking about today, that's got horrible inflation, but could potentially pump, Zeta, that's undervalued. It's $200 million. It's a layer one and a layer two and a cross-chain bridge, right? What else? XLR is undervalued, right? I believe the entire SUI ecosystem, especially some of the more useful dApps like CETUS is undervalued. I believe what do you call Cockaro is undervalued. If you want to compare it to Nero. So there is a whole list of projects that I monitor, that I share with the group. And these projects, to be honest with you, could make crazy amount of money. Now, why can't I log in to my undervalued altcoins? Continue. ZK Polyhydra is undervalued. There's tons of stuff there. It really depends. I mean, if you wanted to build a portfolio of having a particular coin for everything, then you really got to look at stuff like this. I believe Casper and Render, Casper and Render are undervalued for sure. I think Ondo has just made some crazy deals with JP Morgan for tokenization of their banking assets. That's technically undervalued, right? I think Virtual Protocol could hit 10 billion. And then if we come away from that, Aerodrome Finance, yes, it's way below where it should be. Now, it's cooled down for the last, and there are competitors for Aerodrome Finance within the base ecosystem. There's other dApps that came a long way. The Grass as a DEPIN project, is it undervalued? $500 million. I think Grass will do well. Probably the most undervalued here is Arweave. A fully circulating supply of 64 million tokens, right? Fully diluted, fully circuited, third cycle, amazing founder, an AI supercomputer, no inflation at all. That's undervalued. I mean, Aether is an interesting one because we just spoke about Aether. And again, there is unlock coming. So the period of undervalued, I think it's just gone, in my opinion. As soon as it reaches like $500 million, it should take off. Akash hasn't actually done a lot. since it went to nearly $2 billion. We can actually move this pussy from here. XLR is, so this is supposed to be one of the, tokenomics have gone better with XLR. Okay. Cross-chain is not as sexy as it should be, of course. But it is, I think, 37 cents, $349 million market cap. It is undervalued. We talked about Echelon Prime. Cubic's run has been halted massively. Now, the whole entire sales pitch for Cubic was that 55 million transactions per minute. That's actually gone quiet now, but is it undervalued? It's a $157 million market cap. Technology is pretty good. The team is fantastic. It could be well undervalued. And again, IONET is probably in the same scenario, same situation as Aether, but half the size now, right? Or less than half the size of Aether. That's undervalued. CETES is way undervalued. Okay. And then over here, I think AI tech should be at least at 12 cents, in my opinion. I would have said XAI under 5 cents was heavily undervalued, right? That's one of the biggest games on Arbitrum. What else? I think GeoNet will surprise people, but doesn't have a lot of volume. Definitely Coquino's picked up, but it was undervalued as well. It's plenty. I've got, I do my homework. I sit on this list every single day, looking at what can really pump. You got gems like Messier, Neural AI, $40 million. But the price has doubled since it came back down. There's good tokens here, good projects. Cookie DAO was a very good buy, bro. Very recently, it was actually at an excellent purchase. I am very bullish on it, yes, because the utility is very, it's very, very impressive. And that agent and it indexes the whole of the AI agents. Cookie DAO has very good utilities. Impressed with AI tech. Can you check Chirp token? Have Chirply moved to? Is it Chirply or just another iteration of that? Chirp is actually on Sui as well. Sorry. There's another one called Chirper AI. Probably that's the one you mean, not Chirply. Fully diluted. What is this? On Solana. Still on Radium. Guys, I'm not getting enough likes, man. Come on, man. Been on it now for 1 hour solid, and you mans can't even give somebody a like. This is my third video of the day. If that's not dedication to my craft, I don't know what is. But you guys, it's free to click. They want to extract your information yet. What is this, bro? Nah, this is going to give me PTSD. I mean, look, $5 million market cap, decent chart. Okay, it's on Solana, no other exchanges. And yeah, so far the chart is holding. Yo, I'm going to select these. Yeah, man's got the afro, bro. Man's looking like Neymar today, bruv. Look, got the ponytail as well. I'm going to be playing football this week. So that Brazilian R9 top is coming out. Oh, God. You know what bro said? Does HTX create fake volume? No, I think they've got excellent volume, bro. You got really, really good volume. Bro said, how big will Accent DAO be? AXGT, I think that's Accent DAO. Yeah, everyone's shilling it. Everyone's shilling it, bro. I think they've got a good marketing team. Big up to them. And they've got some kind of association with the NVIDIA conferences. There is one coming up. We've got the big NVIDIA earnings this week on Wednesday, I believe, if I'm correct. And then we've got the big Bitcoin conference next week as well. So that's going to be quite interesting. Do I expect rate cuts? I think what I expect in the next FOMC meeting on the 18th is Powell to give us plans moving forward. And the Fed came out today. What did they say? Today they talked about, helping the markets. Wait, I prepared a little post for you guys. It's going to do copyright strike, so yeah, bump that. But yeah, I did go to my X page, and you will enjoy my update. Breaking news: the Fed says central banks stand ready to provide liquidity. So man dropped a little Kurdish dance there as well. It's absolutely hilarious, man. And yeah, guys, follow me on X as well. We put the work in there, but this one, I can't play this. It's copyright, but it is quite hilarious. Anyway, guys, we've done an hour, 10 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, Patu, Crypto Mischief. Yeah, I love that guy, man. He's honestly, you can tell he's a happy human being, right? So yeah, I'm gonna do another live stream, guys. Love the Zilla in the building as well. Yeah, I'll definitely check this one, bro, for sure. QU3 AI. I think that's the one that Cave talked about as well. I'll do a couple of more, guys. What's it called? QU3. It's just a damn. What is it? QU3 AI, bro. So you know what? I don't know if it's the same one, but that is not the smartest man in the building, Craig, but it looks like you're out there taking a shit. What happened here, guys? These charts go bad. I mean, maybe I've pasted in the wrong thing, bro. Yo, smash a like, guys. Anyway, you deserve the likes. Appreciate that, brothers and sisters as well. If you don't smash the like, you're gay. We're gonna do a lot more tokens, and maybe I'll even do another live stream soon, man. Pull up on Deck Screener. Yeah, I will, bro. But honestly, I've got to shoot off. Wait. That's not the one, man. I got to do it for my brothers. Got to do it for the culture right here, bro. So we will do that. Let's have a look. Oh, damn. It's moving, bro. Interesting. Good shout, bro. Yeah, modifiable tax has a black list, has a white list. I mean, these are normally when the project is early, but looks like a gem, man. 8 million fully diluted. The chart's running as well. Interesting. Wicked brand. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna give you my full opinion for sure. Um, yeah, yeah, this is the right one, bro. I was just playing, man. Yeah, this chart looks way better. So we're gonna monitor that one, but so far so good, man. It looks pretty good. So much love, guys. It has been an amazing stream. All the big KOLs. Well, let's hope we get behind it before they do. Wicked, guys. Have a lovely night. God bless you all. And smash a like on your way out. Take care, guys.